Hey there. This is Marva, also known as Saturday, and I'm here to talk about some things. And they may not even go together, but I'm going to talk about all of them if I remember. Because sometimes I have in my mind to do something and shoot, something happen, a rabbit fly run by and catch my attention, and then that thought is gone for good. But one of my mentors this morning sent an email out, and part of that was when emotions run high, get low to the ground. And I thought about that and how we've lost touch with the ground. How we don't walk barefoot in the grass anymore. How we don't sit in the grass anymore. And how we don't lay on the grass anymore. How we've lost touch with Mother. And how we've disconnected from Mother. And I think I have some notions about that. That when the idea came into being that we could own pieces of Mother, it set us up for some big problems. It set us up for some big challenges. This challenge of ownership. One of the things that it did was it sent us, I'm going to say us because I was part of that, it sent us to jobs that we didn't like. It sent us to do things that we didn't like, to earn the money to go buy what was not for sale. The earth is not for sale. I don't care what your deed says. I don't care what your county or your parish says on that piece of paper. I don't care what your state says on that piece of paper. The earth is not for sale. We are here simply to be stewards. And once we step outside of the steward role and step inside of the owner, landlord role, we set ourselves up for problems. Because now it's, get off my land, get off my property. I'll shoot you if you don't get off my property. You get where I'm going? If you don't, I'm gonna tell you. This is how wars come about ownership of land rather than stewardship of land. When the archaeologists start to dig for remnants left behind by past civilizations, once they get so deep in the earth, in these excavations, they find that there were civilizations who did not have weapons. They didn't need weapons because it wasn't about ownership. They had nothing to protect. They had nothing to defend against. That they understood that they were stewards of the land and not owners of the land. Just like the tree understands its role on the land. It kicks out oxygen and sucks back in carbon dioxide. That's its job. It doesn't say, I own the oxygen, humans. I'm not giving you any. No, because I own it. Bumblebee flits around and pollinates and cross-pollinates and whatever else it does so that we can eat. It doesn't say, I'm taking a day off, humans. You're on your own. If you eat, you eat. If you don't, you don't. The earth is here for us to steward, for us to take care of, not to own, not to mine, not to do any of those things, to dig out all the minerals because we own that. And once we dig them all out, what then? If the earth didn't need those minerals there, they wouldn't have been there in the first place. Mother Earth knows exactly what she needs to be healthy. And we start taking stuff out. How would it be if somebody came to your house and started lobbing off a piece of your liver, and then lobbing off a piece of your stomach, and then lobbing off a piece of your intestines, although they do that in hospitals. But how would it be if they came to your house and did that and start digging out things that you needed to survive, you needed to be healthy? But that's what we do to our mother. We go in and start lobbing out stuff because we own it. And we will hurt you badly if you try to stop us from doing that, because we have this entitlement. Once we get a piece of paper, they call a deed, that says that this piece of the earth belongs to me. How absolutely, I don't want to say that word, but that's terrible. That's just absolutely terrible that we have gotten to this place in our development that we're taking things that we need to survive and destroying them. How about that? How about that? Are we on a mission of mass suicide by digging up everything that we need to survive until it gets to where nothing's left and we're left here hungry and gasping for air? Whew. And the earth is collapsing because all the things that it needs to survive has been dug out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up and see what's going on. This earth is here for you to steward, and it will run out. Look at Venus. Look at what happened to the planet Venus. If you don't know, go study. But look at that. It could happen to us. And at this rate, it will happen. It definitely will happen. It's about peace. It's about peace. And that's about getting on and along with all of us, including the earth, including the galaxy, including the universe, and being good stewards of all that has been laid before us. And a feast has been laid before us, all for fun and for free. We don't have to dig up anything. A feast has been laid before us. But we've decided that the stuff that Mother Nature left here for us, the stuff that the universe left here for us, is not good enough for us. We need to make some man-made things. How about plastic for number one? We need some man-made things. And this is a topic for another subject, but I'm going to leave you with this because I don't want this to be too hard to upload with too many minutes. E equals MC squared. We learned that in school. Energy equals MC squared. And that's a fact. Energy, enough energy doing a lot of things on the equal sign will equal something of solid form. We know that will happen. E equals MC squared. But what we also know, that the MC square needs to be made in such a way that over time it goes back to E. It becomes energy again. But we've created stuff on the matter side that just sits. It just sits. Maybe it'll sit where it is. Maybe it sits on the equal sign. I don't know. But it just sits. It will never get back to energy. So Mother Nature digests energy. She doesn't digest that stuff that we've made that doesn't go back to its original form. Just like the steel caskets that we make to put our dead in, so that our dead cannot decompose and go back to where they came from the dust that they came from, because they're encased in this thing that Mother Nature cannot digest, that Mother cannot digest. And the fighting goes on because we have a right and we are entitled to do these things. So I'm going to stop right now. I was going to give you a little slight sound bath to clear up some of the dense energy around, and I know I've given you a lot to talk about. What is that? Somebody's truck making a lot of noise. So let me break up some of that energy now. I remember when I was a kid and the first time I heard a jet break the sound barrier, I understood something, but then I didn't know what I understood. That sound needs to be broken up when it gets too dense. So let's do this.